All right, what's up, guys? I wanted to do this quick video on this particular project that I've been working on. This is for a lot of you guys that are following me. This is what I call my Dinker project. Basically, a normal. I haven't really figured out a name what to call it, so I call it a Dinker for the longest time, for about 4 or 5 years now. But I've produced many clutches from this girl, and I've really yet to figure out what she is, what she is as far as complex wise. And she's a pretty old female, and I actually got her, just history wise, got her from Craigslist. So back when I was just starting out, someone was selling a collection, and she was one of the females there that I purchased, along with a few others that I still have to this day. So, but this one, just was really struck me as unusual, and so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some of the babies that I have that recently hatched here in just a second. She's awake now and will not stay still. So, all right, let's get this started. So this is the last one from her clutch last year that I kept. I really didn't keep many of her babies just because I don't have the capacity to keep all of them, but I've decided to go ahead and keep this particular female. Now I do stay in contact with those people that I've sold her babies to, so I know where they are, especially the ones that I particularly want to watch and see how they go. Some of them I've given to some friends locally that I just want to know, what potentially what they can do. But as you can see, this particular female is super reduced, just like the mom. Color is different, although her color is quite different than the mom. The mom is really super light, and I haven't really figured it as a recessive gene because this is a product of breeding the original female Dinker mom, her son back to her, and this is the product. So I don't know if this is a super form or not, but this is kind of a cool female to have, just as an extra female, just in case in the future I want to do some cleaning up. So right now I'm going to show you guys the recent clutch, and the baby is the pairing was an Orange Dream Enchi, and it's not even the best Orange Dream Enchi that I have in my collection. I'd say, and I know Orange Dream can vary, and it can come from a not so great looking Orange Dream and can produce some really bright ones. So it's more like a selective breeding. So I'm gonna show you guys that the Orange Dream Enchi paired to my Dinker female, the mom to this female right here, and show you guys the new clutch that I just hatched. So let me go ahead and show you guys that. So these are the two, and these are pre-shed, so they just literally just hatched and crawled out of the eggs, all of them. And so these are the most normal looking out of the clutch, these two, and as you can see, they don't really look so normal. So I can really guarantee that the mom's genetics is passed through the babies, and almost all of them. And I've produced many clutches from her, and she does not really produce any regular looking normals. And I can maybe grab in a second here. I'll put these away, and I'll grab you to show you guys what a normal typical normal would look like. So, but look at these guys. I mean, they still have a little bit of a shine to them because they haven't shed yet, so they're a little shiny. So it's hard to see their color and capture it, but you can kind of get an idea. They've got a little bit more peach color, or really light color. So these guys are gonna look just like the daughter that I just showed you before, previous to showing you these. So let me put these guys away, and I'll pull and compare a normal ball python to these guys. This baby right here is a normal, although it is this one is a possible het hypo, but the het hypo doesn't really do as much to the ball pythons. It could give it a little bit of lighter color, but you can see that's a typical normal, you know. And although these guys haven't shed yet, side by side, you can see the difference. I mean, pull closer to the, you guys can see the difference in color and pattern on these two. And once this shed, I can tell you right now, it'll be brighter than this one. So the pattern, you know, this is dirty graniting. You can see that this is a little more cleaner in the pattern, less alien heads. So there is definitely a big difference between the pattern on this and the pattern which is on this little baby right here. So now I'm gonna show you guys a few other ones that I'm not quite sure 100% what they are, but so that's a normal. This one I believe is very similar to the other two that I just showed you, and you can see the difference between that baby. But this one, I am not sure if it's Orange Dream or Enchi, and plus whatever the gene that mom has, but it's super reduced and bright. So this baby looks amazing, a little chubby, a little fatso, and I'm hoping that these guys will shed probably in the next 5 to 7 days, and really show you guys an update on how they color up. You can kind of see right there, there's a difference in color between the two. You know, I don't know if it's just lighting, but there is a significant difference in color between these two. So let me go put these away. Now let's get to the more vibrant colors here. I don't know where to start, but here is one. I'm not exactly sure which one I've showed you. I know if you guys watched the previous video, I've showed you guys one of them. But this one I believe is the Enchi. If you look at the eye stripe, you look at the pattern, it's super reduced, super banded, and this is what I believe to be also Orange Dream. So definitely bright. That neck banding right there. So let me go ahead and see if I can just put them right there, and if they don't move. Here is another one, very similar. Eye banding is thick. I mean, it's super reduced in pattern. Highlights on the saddle. I can only imagine what these guys will look like after shed. I mean, look at that, super reduced patterns. They're not your typical Orange Dream, I would say. There's this one right here. There's another. This one is a little bit brighter than the other two. You can see a little bit more stark contrast. So it could be that this is just, I don't know, the regular Orange Dream, but you know, Orange Dream Enchi does not look like this. It does not at all. So it could have just enhanced the Orange Dream, but I'm not sure, you know. So I'm gonna have to play around with this. And then this is the last one. I think this is the last one that came out of the egg. And you can see this one here is more orange than the others. Just for comparison, there is more orange on this than this one right here on my left hand. So it could just be quality, but look at that. Look at that clutch right there. Super reduced, super bright, and I can only imagine what they look like after they shed. So yeah, I can't wait for these guys to shed and share with you guys what they look like after that. Let me go ahead and put this normal, and let me just kind of put them aside here so that everyone can see what they look like all together. So you guys look at that, I mean, it's insane what the colors on these guys are in the pattern. uh, I'm just blown away. So I can't wait to figure out what they are. You know, I'm just gonna say they're Orange Dream Enchi plus whatever the mom is. I may keep one from this clutch and two, and one or two maybe. I don't know yet. Uh, but my buddy, I gave one of my breeder males, actually the dad, to the big female that I brought out from 2018. Um, Her dad, I actually gave to a friend so that he can breed him and see what he can come up with. But these guys right here, I mean, wow, just I'm blown away, guys. So, uh, yep, I'll give you guys a close update on this. Probably in the next week, I'll pop another video regarding this clutch. I mean, if you guys want to kind of throw that normal in there, you can really tell the difference between that and these babies right here. So look at that. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys like this video. Comment down below if you guys have any questions. As always, thanks for following me, and thanks for subscribing to all my social media channels. But this is a fun clutch, a fun project that, you know, I tend to not really keep a whole lot because I don't have the room and the capacity to keep all of them. But I do like working with it because I want to be able to see what's in there. And I just wanted to go ahead and just keep maybe one or two from each clutch that I produce, and see where it leads. But I do prefer to keep the females rather than the male, just because I don't think there's a super form anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use it as a cleaner gene, you know, add to it, increase or improve the quality of the colors and pattern of the animals, certain projects that I'm working on. So that's what I'm kind of going to use this particular line of Dinker or normal in my collection. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Till next time.